Hello, 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 my fabulous foodies, my cooking divas and cooking Don. This is your chef, Barbara Cooking Diva, and yes, you are in a safe place joining me in my kitchen, and you're watching Food for Thought with me, Barbara Cooking Diva. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you've been watching my channel, well, you wouldn't have seen anything in a while, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and become a part of the community of Cooking Divas and Cooking Dons, where we get together in my kitchen, you join me in yours, or from wherever you are, and I cook up a meal and take on one of the 4 major F's in my life, and perhaps your life too. This channel is about faith, family, finance, and of course, food. I am your certified culinary nutritionist and chef, and I bring you nuggets of goodness from my kitchen and through conversation with some very thought-provoking, interesting people that come across my path, and I share conversation with you. So listen guys, it's been a while, a long time since I haven't made any videos, I haven't joined you, and I've just taken a well-needed hiatus over the summer. And so I wanted to just unplug, unwind, reset, and come back again. So sorry if you've been missing out on the videos. There really haven't been any. Many of you know that have been following me for a while. I'm from Jamaica, so I went home and I spent the entire summer just relaxing and spending quality time with my family. And of course, you know I teach, and so school starts last week for me, and I've been back in the classroom busy at it again, but I couldn't be away from you guys any longer. I had to come back and check in on my community of Cooking Divas and Cooking Don, check in on you guys, see what's going on, what you've been up to for the summer, and chat a little bit while I cook up. Well, today I'm gonna bake actually. I'm gonna bake a pineapple banana bread. So get your pen and paper, get ready as I go through the ingredients to write it down, or watch me as I make this banana bread and we chat. All right, so I'll give you some time to go get your pen and paper so you can start writing, and I will meet you back here in a second. All right, catch you in a minute. All right, so let's get this baking of this pineapple banana bread going. So I've already measured out my sugar. I have 1 cup of sugar in my mixing bowl, to which I'm going to add 3 ripened bananas. And the riper the bananas, the better, especially when you're making a banana bread, or if you're making a banana cake. If it's nice and ripe, great, because it's easy to smash. So I'm gonna add 3 bananas into my mixing bowl, and I already have my sugar. So you can start writing that down. You'll need 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm making 2 banana breads. This batter will yield 2 banana breads. So you need 1.5 cups of brown sugar. I use brown sugar, it's less refined, less processed, and 3 ripened bananas. I have already diced 1.5 cup of pineapple. So I have this really nice and juicy pineapple, and I diced them in about 1/4 of an inch cube, and I have that ready and set to go. So I'm gonna start this out by smashing my bananas into the sugar and incorporate the 2. So here I have the banana, 3 bananas, 1.5 cups of sugar, and I'm just smashing it together before I add the other ingredient. So the next ingredient I'm gonna add to this mixture, and you see it becomes nice and mushy right away. Yes. The next ingredient I'm gonna add to this, and you can do this by hand. You do not need a cake mixer at all. It smashes quite easily. I'm gonna crack my eggs and then I'm gonna add it to the mixture. So, banana, sugar already mixed together. Now I'm gonna add eggs. Then I'm gonna add some melted butter. So I have the butter and I'm just going to quickly melt it in the microwave. Let's do this for 25 seconds. So that's melting and I'm gonna go ahead and crack the eggs. I'm using 4 eggs. This mixture will yield 2 banana bread. So I have 4 eggs. So if you just want to make 1 banana bread, just cut all the ingredients that I've given you so far in half. So instead of using 4 eggs, if you're just making 1 banana bread, go ahead and use 2 eggs. If you're doing bananas, you need just about 1 large banana, or if they're smaller, you may use 2. Here, I'm using 3. Then, for sugar, I use 1.5 cups. You can go ahead and use 3/4 of a cup of sugar. All right, so I'll be adding my eggs, my butter, and continuing the mixture. See you in a bit. All right, so let's continue making the batter for this pineapple banana bread. So I've cracked my eggs in a bowl. I have 4 eggs. I'm making 2 banana breads. I'd like this to yield me 2 banana breads. So I'm using 4 eggs instead of 2. Like I said, if you're making just 1 loaf of banana bread, you can go ahead and just add 2 eggs. I've also melted 4 tablespoons of butter. Again, you'd cut that in half if you were only making 1. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the butter to my batter. Things are looking quite nice here. I have eggs, I have butter, I have my sugar, and my bananas already smashed up. Next, I'm gonna add to this mixture vanilla. And I'm adding a tablespoon of vanilla. You can add just about 1.5 teaspoons if you were making just 1 loaf. The other thing I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna add this to my dry ingredient. So one of the process in baking is that all your liquid ingredients go together, your eggs, your melted butter, your vanilla, that all goes in to one mixture. And then your dry ingredients, such as your flour and your cinnamon, dry grounded cinnamon, if you're using cinnamon as a spice, a little bit of nutmeg, goes into the flour, your baking powder goes here, and you mix all your dry ingredients together. So I've already measured out 3 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. So I have my baking powder and my flour mixture together. The next thing I'm gonna add to that mixture is nutmeg. And I'm gonna add this spice. Gives baked products a really good flavor. I'm gonna add just about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Again, if you are making 1, you go ahead and you add just 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then as for cinnamon, I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon helps to lower your blood sugar. So it helps to keep that blood glucose level down. So you wanna add it besides the flavor that this spice gives. So it's a great ingredient to use, and when you're baking, you want to spice things up a bit. And you know I like to spice it up. All right, so I'm gonna mix this together. I'm mixing my flour, my cinnamon, my nutmeg, and my baking powder all together. And I'm getting ready to add the dry ingredients into the wet mixture to start to combine my batter together. All right, so let's do it. I'm gonna slowly add the flour into the egg mixture. And again, I'm just going to give it a stir with a nice sturdy whisk. I'm using what is called a rigid whisk. It's used to mix batter. So get yourself a nice sturdy whisk for your batters when you're making your cakes. And if you're doing it by hand and not using a mixture, you don't always have to use a cake mixture. But of course, if you have it, feel free, go ahead and use it. So what's been going on in your summer? I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Tell me what recipe you'd like to see me cover. You know, I do all things, whether it's Jamaican cuisine, which is where I'm from, American cuisine. I'm classically trained. I can make anything. And especially making the healthier version of it. So I'd love to hear from you. One of the things that you like most that I've made so far, and if there's any recipe you'd like me to repeat, you could just go back to that video and watch it again. But if there's something that you would like for me to make, go ahead and put it in the comment box. Let me know how you guys have been doing. All right, so I'm gonna finish mixing this batter and then get it ready to go in the oven. I'll catch you in a bit when it goes into the oven. All right, so let's finish this batter, get these bread in the oven, and go ahead and cook up something sweet, nutritious, and delicious. All right, so here's what's in the batter so far. I have my eggs. I have banana smashed, a little vanilla. I measured 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I also added cinnamon, nutmeg to the flour, along with baking powder. So I have all my dry ingredients mixed together, all my wet ingredients, and then I combine the wet and the dry. So the only few things remaining to go into this batter, and it's ready for the oven, is my diced pineapple. But I did add, because I like a little zing, I add just about 2 tablespoons of Jamaican rum. This is a white rum, and it's really nice and add great flavor to baked products. We add it to cakes and other baked items, among other things. So I put a little tips of this Jamaican white rum. And I also add in my batter a tablespoon of pure maple syrup. I don't use a lot of sugar, and so I add sweet from natural things such as the pineapple, the banana, and a little bit of maple syrup to just elevate the flavor a little bit. I also add to the batter some almond milk. So you can use whole milk, but if you want to go with a healthier version, a nut milk is a good choice. And I love almond milk. So I have all the ingredients in. Now I'm going to add the pineapple chunks, and those go right in. This was 1.5 cups of diced pineapple. I have a little bit left. There we go. All right, so now I'm just gonna mix to incorporate the pineapple. Oh, and you can smell the pineapple. It smells so good. If you are a lover of pineapple, this is a wonderful fruit to add to your baked product. And if you want to do a banana bread and then just spice it up and elevate the flavors a little bit, definitely go ahead and get you a pineapple and dice some of it and add it to your batter. So look at my batter, nice. You see the consistency of the batter, you know it is ready. All right, good. So let's pour this batter into my loaf. This is a silicone loaf baking container that I am baking this in. I'm gonna put half of it into this loaf, silicone loaf pan, and then I'm going to put the rest of it in a regular cake pan. right? So I'll get 2 nice size baked product when I'm done. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more to this. Ooh, get all those chunks of pineapple. When you bite into this and get a taste of all this chunk of pineapple, oh, let me tell you, something good. So you don't have to buy baked product at the supermarket. You can make it yourself with just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort on your part. Get your ingredients. You can add a lot of nutritious ingredients to your baked item, and you have it done nice and fresh from the comfort of your kitchen. All right, I'm gonna slip these right into the oven. I have preset the oven at 375 degrees. Now, the oven temperature varies in different ovens. So you can, if your oven is one that heats up really, really well, 375, 350, 375 should be good. And this will bake for about 30 to 45 minutes. I will check this in 20 minutes to see how it's going. Turn it around inside the oven, put it back, and in about 35, 40 minutes, I'll have 2 delicious baked products. So, catch you in a moment for the finished product. Alright guys, so it's been about 40 minutes. So let's check on the finished product of the pineapple banana bread. I did a loaf, and I also baked some of the batter in a cake pan. So let's check it out. Let's see what's in the oven and how this product came out. Ooh, this is looking so good. Wow, look at that. Ooh. So that's one. And the other one in the loaf. Ooh, all right. So let me go ahead and turn that oven off. And now for the test to see if they are fully baked. You take a toothpick and you stick it in the center, and if it comes up clean like it has, then you know your product is fully baked. So let's check on the loaf. Stick it in the center, comes up clean as a whistle. So there you have it guys, my homemade pineapple banana bread. I'm gonna let these cool down so that when I cut into it later, it'll be nice and warm. You can bake this and have it in the morning for breakfast. You can have it as a snack. You know it's healthy, you know it's delicious because you know what goes into it because you made it at home. So thank you again for watching Food for Thought with me, Barbara Cooking Diva. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I post a visit. I'm back, guys. Tune in next Sunday when I will be cooking up in my kitchen another delicious, nutritious dish. Taking your questions in the comment section. Go ahead, leave me a comment, drop me a line, let me know what you'd like me to cook on the show, and I will certainly get after it for you. I miss you guys, and I'm so happy to be back in the kitchen with you. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.